If suppose you want a motion like all the cylinders should move simultaneously in forward direction and simultaneously in the reverse direction, in that case this type of circuit is used. So here synchronization circuit, suppose we are having here two cylinders. So let us say this is cylinder A or cylinder 1. Okay, and here suppose cylinder 2 is there. So suppose you are having a big job here or a big workpiece here, and this workpiece suppose you want to hold with the help of two cylinders, or to move or to clamp or whatever your application is there. So if suppose a big job is there and it is not possible to carry that job with the help of a single cylinder, so in that case you have to use a series of cylinder or multiple cylinders, and all the cylinders should move simultaneously. So this will be the application. So here to run these two pistons simultaneously, we should have here a DCV. So we'll use here a DCV. DCV may be a 3-position DCV or it may be of 2-position DCV. Let us say here we are having a 3-position DCV. So position number 1, position 2 and position 3. 3 squares means 3 positions are there. And here in first position we have the connection like this. In the second position you can use any center position. Okay, so here number of center positions are there. So for center position you may use any center position. So here we are using a closed center position. In the third stage or in the third position you should have the cross connection. Okay, and here you have to apply the here actuation method. So let us say here we are using solenoid operated. We are using a solenoid operated actuation method. So here also solenoid operated. Now here the remaining thing is the pump should be there, and pump should take the fluid from the tank, and in between pump and tank you can place here a filter also. So right now, and here you should have a pressure relief valve, and the outlet of the pressure relief valve should goes to the tank, and here you have to place a spring, and here a pilot signal, and pilot signal should come from the inlet line. Okay. So this is your power pack. Then after that here this line should go to the tank. Now here when DCV is in first position, both the cylinders should move in forward direction. So in that case we have to use here. Okay, so this line directly will connect to the cylinder A as well as cylinder B. Okay, so both the cylinders should move in forward direction. So if you are supplying the fluid simultaneously to cylinder 1 as well as cylinder 2, okay, so both the cylinders, so in that case both the cylinders will move simultaneously, and the return fluid from the rod side of cylinder 1 and cylinder 2 should come here, and it should go to the tank. Okay, so you have to connect the return fluid to the tank. Okay, so here this is your return fluid, and return fluid is directly goes to the tank. So this in this way here both the cylinders will move in forward direction and both the cylinders will move in this reverse direction. So this is your first forward motion. So when DCV is in first position, you will get the forward motion here as well as here. Okay, both the pistons are moving in forward direction. Then after that, when DCV is in second position, all the ports are closed and nothing will happen here. Okay, so nothing will happen, or both the pistons will remain there only. When DCV is in third position, here in this position, so here pump line is here, pump, here tank will be there, here line A and line B. Your line A is this one, line B is this one. Now pump line is connected to line B and A line is connected to the tank when DCV is in this third position. So when DCV is in third position, your fluid from the pump goes to line B is connected here, and fluid will enter to cylinder A1 or cylinder 2. Okay, so fluid will enter to both the cylinders simultaneously at the rod end. Okay, so both the cylinders will retract. At the same time, the return fluid from both the cylinders will come here to the line A, and line A is connected to the tank. So return fluid from the piston end of this both the cylinders will goes to the tank. So in this way the the third stage or this retraction motion will take place. So retraction of this cylinder will be there when DCV is in third position, and this cylinder is also retract when DCV is in third position. Okay, so both the cylinders will retract when DCV is in third position. So here this is nothing but a theoretical circuit, but in actual what happened, because of some tolerances and some manufacturing tolerances or some position, height, okay. So or something, okay. So here for example a big job is there, and here the load is higher, here the load is lower than this one, okay. So any small difference will be there. So in that case one cylinder will move first and second cylinder will move later, okay. So here what happen, exact synchronization you will not get because of the difference in the load, because of your manufacturing tolerances, or because of the heights of this cylinders, okay. So here in that case what happen, because here what you are doing, you are supplying fluid to here, okay. So now here fluid is having two options, fluid can go here and fluid can go here, okay. So fluid is having two options. So fluid always prefer the least resisting path, okay. So for example here this is having a lower height, and then this one, so larger fluid will go here. If suppose here the load is smaller than this side, so first this piston will extend, and then after that this piston will extend, okay. So here the complete synchronization you will not get in this type of circuit. So this is nothing but a disadvantage of this type of circuit. So to overcome this disadvantage, some modification is there that we will see here. Now the modification will be like this. So here these two cylinders we are having, cylinder 1 and cylinder 2, okay. So here both the cylinders should move simultaneously. So in that case what we will do here, the modified synchronization circuit is nothing but here directly will connect this inlet complete fluid to the inlet of cylinder 1, okay. Let us call this is nothing but here cylinder 1, and this one is cylinder 2, okay. So cylinder 1, so complete flow we are providing to, we are supplying to cylinder 1, and the return fluid, okay. So whatever the fluid which is coming out from the cylinder 1 will supply this fluid to cylinder 2, okay. And then the return fluid from cylinder 2 will supply to the tank, okay. So here fluid is having only one option, so complete fluid will go here only, and complete fluid will enter to the piston end of cylinder 1, and the return fluid from cylinder